how do you think countries could allocate their resources better? Oh, that is really good thing. Okay, so how would you think country would allocate means like that ki, like spending money on some certain thing. So what is exactly your opinion, like how should the government should supposed to be spend their money on some certain thing? Basic need. Okay, like important thing is that the if you run the country you really required kind of like a fulfill the basic required human thing. Okay, like basic required basic things that required to live. Okay, like electricity, roads, and food. These are kind of like a, some sort of basic needs. Water supply. Okay, these are kind of like a something like basic need that you should supposed to be provide to the citizen. All right. Invest in infrastructure. Yeah, obviously is this thing that infrastructure is really important. Bridges, dams. Okay, it not only kind of like a serve as a good economy. Okay, because if you have good connection of roads, okay, and good quality of roads, the good, the kind of like a something like the good means like that the transport is kind of like happen really fast, and the economy will be boosted. Okay, dam is actually providing a lot of stability in a river. Okay, control the river flow, as also you can generate electricity from the dam too. Okay, then basically roads infrastructure, this kind of like a something less money should supposed to be spent, because indirectly it will kind of like a help to grow economy. All right. Then innovation is really important. R&D research are really important thing. Okay, humans are really important. Really, humans are really important factor for the country. Okay, and like basically growth of the human thing kind of like a put those people who is actually young at the young age, they should supposed to be divert to the innovations and new technology and how they supposed to be work and stuff like that. Okay, support sustainable development. What is sustainable development? Sustainable development means like that ki, like you should supposed to be develop not kind of like a something like hard and fast. No, you should supposed to be develop kind of like a slowly by step. Okay, you should supposed to be take for the like each step, like each progress has to be done by some sort of steps. Okay, and it has to be kind of like a something happen constantly. Okay, development shouldn't supposed to become couple of year, it will take kind of like a something like decade, and you have to be put lot of efforts to making it that. Okay, address social inequality. That is really important thing. Obviously you could improve your infrastructure and things and that, but our thought process are really important thing. Human thought process, if the human thought process are really not that good, our social equality is not really good. The gender equality kind of like basically I'm living in India, we have a lot of caste, we have a lot of kind of like a something really religious kind of like perspective people, and old and rich and poor people. There are a lot of categories in our India. Okay, we have to kind of like maintain the actually nourish the social inequality, like basically like a we should supposed to be address some certain thing like this is the wrong thing happened, like a like basically is this thing that ki, like basically is this thing women and men should supposed to be give a proper equality for the people. Like basically I seen that ki, um, in Indian families, women have kind of like a something less respect than a boy. Okay, like there are kind of like a two kids, the boy will respect a lot. Okay, but the girl will not really have that much respect. Why? Because of that ki girl is a kind of like a something really that ki serve a another, like basically उसका जन्म ही एक दूसरे घर में, like शादी करने के बाद उस वो दूसरे घर में जाने वाली है. So why should we supposed to, it's a kind of like a something like that ki, yeah, like we have a lot of this mentality and stuff like that, and it still exists over here in India too. Okay, not even the, it's kind of like a something really in the rural area. These are kind of like a things are exist. So we should supposed to address that particular thing, and try to change that perspective or mentality. Okay, it will take time, but yeah. And Small businesses, obviously these are kind of like a thing you should supposed to be consider. Small developments, like a small businesses development, like what exactly is this thing? So basically this is saying that every person wants to do business, but probably most of people won't be able to do that, because doing a business is a kind of like a something risky thing. Okay, and it kind of like a something require a lot of money, and most of people don't really have that kind of like a something really money. But some most of people are kind of like a willing to do business if it kind of like a happen in kind of like a local level, if it kind of like a something like a small business, like a something really kirana store or daily need store, or kind of like a something really just a kind of like a something really normal store which has a kind of like couple of customers and stuff like that. Okay, so we have to kind of like a something really help them to sustain their business. Okay, because they are already poor and they are not kind of like a handling that kind of like a something really business risk. So as a government have a kind of like a something really something really uh, something really a way to help them. Okay, help them means like try to educate that key, yeah, whatever the money that you should supposed to be earn, you have to spend that money to SIP, FD, or there are so many like it's for the savings. Okay, because you shouldn't supposed to be spend that much amount of money on yourself, because obviously in the running business you will grow so much. When the business is not running that well, then you are not growing that many much. Okay, so it is really important to understand the saving of the money. Okay, and basically small business didn't really have that knowledge to how to save the money. The business who has a very big money and big company, they know how to save the money and they are actually doing really good. But the small business didn't really have that much education to how to save money and stuff like that. So as a government hack should supposed to be do some sort of kind of like a something really educate them to, so that they could kind of like a understand what should they supposed to do. Okay, yeah. Then transparency and accountability, obviously it is really, yeah, really important, really insurance really important. Okay, what exactly is this thing? It's kind of like a something like that you have to give the freedom for the press, freedom for basically this thing I'm talking about, the kind of like a something really that people should have kind of like a rights to talk about things which is actually happen in the particular country. Okay, if they have kind of like a some sort of freedom, then probably we will grow. Okay, because kind of like we have to blame some certain people for doing this, doing that. Okay, if you do such a thing that if you kind of like address some sort of not good thing to your politician or to the people who actually run the company or run the country, then they will kind of like prevent themselves to not to do that mistake again, because the people are kind of like address that issue and stuff like that. So yeah, it is really essential to kind of like transparency and accountability. Okay, because in when you are running the country, you will get lot of kind of like a something problem, lot of it get lot of stuff. Okay, it is lot of stuff. So these are kind of like a some certain thing that I should supposed to be focus while kind of like a something really big making the better country, or like a basically this thing. These are kind of like a thing that I should supposed to be allocate my resources in this way. Yeah, I don't know how do I construct this sentence, but yeah, these are kind of like a things that I would do if I run the country, or if I kind of like allocate my resources over there, probably. Okay, yeah. Next question.